No, Pika. I do not want to talk about Star Wars. I don't. Do you? Who wants to talk about Star Wars? Star Wars sucks. I got bad memories. Everything's so much less vivid now, Pika. Those things will give you a headache. Anaglyph 3D glasses. Watch out. Everything looks... It's going right at you. Hi. Welcome back to the Comics Coffee Table. Pull up a chair. Grab a cuppa. Whatever it is. You're shoving under your nose today there, pal, right? Awesome. I am a Star Wars veteran. That's right. I'm a Generation 1... G-Cannon level motherfucker. I don't care if we're not monetized. I'm not. Fuck Disney Star Wars. All right, we're going, I'm going to riff a little bit. I'm full of piss and vinegar. I'm just going to get right into the show. But this is the Comics Coffee Table, nonetheless. This is the coffee table. We leave the real world problems over there. We pull up a chair. We grab a cuppa, whatever it is we're shoving under our noses today. And we hang out for a few minutes. We talk about comic books. And also sometimes, I talk about Star Wars. I do. I'm a lifelong Star Wars fan. I mean... I'm a grown man. It's lightsabers. It has nothing to do with the fact that I can't find a date. Does this show up on the... It's red. I love a red lightsaber. I almost paid like $1,000 for one of these with a fully realized Palpatine handle. I love Star Wars. These are fun. Here we go. They're USB charged too. I got these on the online supply chain, of which I don't get my comic book supplies with. I don't. I get my comic book supplies at my local comic book shop, because that's the focus of this show, is to remind you to embrace and get back to your local comic book shop. That it's a huge part of our culture. It is the fulcrum of our comic book culture. It really is. Showing up, getting comic books, and getting supplies. So I'm getting my supplies there at markup too. I could be getting my supplies from the online supply chain with the free shipping and the built-in movie network and a price cut and find the Mylars that I'm looking for. And did I mention free delivery? But I will pay the markup, and I'm not putting one together today, but I just came back from the comic book shop the other day. These are $8.99 a piece. I got 3 of them. Why? I desperately need to get really more into the reboxing phase of this much ballyhooed programming of the comic book information. I am reboxing, reboarding, and rebagging my entire collection. If you're a new viewer, I think it's important that since I'm doing that, I go to my local comic book shop and I spend my money there with them. So I'm buying short boxes. Because the older I get, the heavier the lights. You're the boom operator. This is on you. I'm noticing flickers and stuff. Maybe I should play with the light, and it's. I hope it's not that. I hope it's not that distracting. I know if I wear a red shirt or an orange tracksuit jacket, it tends to change color. It shifts from red to orange to red. I'm like, it's pretty trippy. I'm not doing that post-production. It's just the camera. It's got a charm of its own. That's why I drink it, is the the boom mic operator and the cameraman, and he's an artistic visionary. I applaud that. I'm getting my supplies at the local comic book shop, so I'm getting short boxes, acid-free boards, and all they have in stock right now are the polypyrene bags. But you know what? I don't give a. Oh, it's fine. So some of these comic books that need new bags, they all need new boards. They all need boards to begin with. Oh, I should have been doing that the entire time. I got so much spine roll in my collection. So I'm just showing my comics some love. And if you love comics as much as I do, you're the right channel at the right time. Indeed. Yeah, Pika, we're not going to talk about Star Wars. I changed his glasses, of course you noticed that. There you go. You're so adorable. He's got a Pikachu. Yeah. He's got a Pikachu. Grown man with a Pikachu. Indeed. Let's see. He makes this. That's Pikachu. That's Pika. He's our executive producer. Pre-recorded live before a studio audience of stuffed animals. That's also Canadian Bear J. He's the studio audience. Indeed, we sold him a ticket. He sits in this. He gets canned applause. It's great. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah. So Star Wars, huh? Star Wars. The Star Wars celebrations in London. I would have loved to have gone to one of those. I'm one of those disaffected Generation 1 fans. I'm 50 years old. How old was I in 1977? I was 4 years old on May the 25th, 1977. Too young to remember seeing Star Wars upon its initial release. I remember seeing it in its re-releases at the movie theater leading up to May 1980s release of Empire Strikes Back, in which I remember going to the premiere with my first best friend in the world, Brian Massey, who reminded me about that, and it blew my mind. All these memories came back like this. And it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Brian. I love you. And my first best friend ever. And we were still friends. And so happy birthday, Brian. Yeah, he's going to catch up to me next year being an old man. And fucking Star Wars, huh? And Star Wars. Yeah. And then came Return of the Jedi. And that was 83. It was 10 going on 11. So there's this golden zone of my childhood that I was one of those first Star Wars kids with all the action figures, her entire headspace. Like, this is a hand. Like, I've showed this before. I got this at my local comic book shop, which is also a vintage toy store, and I got this for $40. But this is what I had as a child. Probably the first time, or second time I remember seeing Star Wars. I wish I could put it up to there for you, and you could see what I see when I crank this and hold it to the light. And it's there's a film reel in here of Star Wars itself, and you could put it backwards and forwards, and I can watch that TIE Fighter take out Red 2. Is that Red 2? I should know this because if you're a real Star Wars fan, you would have known which X-Wing got blown up by that TIE Fighter in the... You know what I'm talking about, though. Yeah, that's... that is fans. That are fans. Those are fans, yeah. I should know that. If you know which X-Wing... Yeah, it was all of them. Let's see. Let's get into it. Star Wars. So there's going to be a new Rey movie. Well, I like what Comrade Pasha said, though. He's like, come on, you guys fall for this all the time. You know, they say there's a Patty Jenkins movie coming out. They say there's a Rian Johnson trilogy coming out. They say that there's a Benioff and Weiss series coming out. They say that this and that, and it's all fallen through. And it's like you do this, and Kamran's right. You do this every time. You get all bound up and outragey, like at every. And let's see if this thing comes to light. Let's see if this thing actually finds its way to the theaters, or if it gets produced at all. You know. And I have no excitement for Disney Star Wars at all. None. The upcoming Ahsoka show, which it looks like to be a mashup of Timothy Zahn's, his first trilogy there. And it was, yeah, I mean, there's just so much to being a Star Wars fan that was, it's tough. Yeah, I'm a Star Wars veteran. I'm a Star Wars veteran. I don't have Star Wars funny books in my hand. I have got DC funny books in my hand. Oh, look at that. How sad. Look at that, World War III. Coming April 18th, 2007. Wow. So this is pretty, wow. It's 52, week 50. Then it comes World War III. There's a 4-issue miniseries that tied into 52. Let's see. We got Nightwing. I know we've got Nightwing fans in the live chat. Hello. Here's our boy, Dick Grayson. Let's look at this one real quick. This is Nightwing issue 123. DC Comics, October of 2006. Let's see, direct sales. $2.99 cover price. Let's look at the Indicia colophon. And that's the DC Nation page right there. Letters from the editor, Dan DiDio. That was like his thing. And the Indicia colophon right here. It's Nightwing number 123, October 2008. There you go. What else is coming out? Superman 655, Martian Manhunter number 1. Let's see, is he back from the... Oh, no. Final Crisis has not happened yet, so he hasn't been murdered and resurrected as of yet. But yeah, so this could use a new bag. This is going to get a new bag. Does it need a board? Well, they all need boards. They all could use it. I keep the supplies in the demo box. So I have the demonstration box. Because part of this is like, okay, once I rebag and reboard them, okay, it's going to, usually, some of them go into a new box right away, but nothing's filed correctly, and it's driving me nuts. I mean, part of this is like your filing system, so I'm like changing gears. I'm doing a great, migration. And I'm gonna there's gonna be a keep pile, and then there's definitely going to be hey, let's pack this up and see what we can get for it right off the bat. Hey, how much is this box worth of comic books want? How much you want for it? Let's deal. Let's wheel. Let's deal. All right, we got ourselves a board in here. We got the shiny side facing the funny book. But yeah, was this Kelly Jones? Oh, here we go. 9-panel. Look at the ads. We got Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Laffy Taffy. Remember, this is a 2006 publication. Who is this aimed at? That's called marketing, right? Your ad department, or is it at your ad department? It's Bruce Jones, and that's a really nice splash page. Actually, that's pretty good art. For all of you Nightwing fans out there, there's some dick and butt. I said that. There you go. Did he just say that? No, he didn't. It's your You're hearing smut. He didn't say it like that. I hope you're having an awesome day. I hope you're clobbering your problems and not being clobbered by them. Hey, the struggle is real. I have really. It's it's what I do, a gratitude list. If you tune into the gratitude list, it's like first thing in the morning, about say 4:53 a.m. Usually published about 5:15. You gotta publish it. It's gotta get some traction. And so it's say 5:30 a.m. It's up there, but it's a gratitude list. It really helps me out because we all have tough days. We all have tough weeks. We all have, that's life. And I remember this was a really great cover because I think Bloodhaven was just blown up. This is in really interesting condition. Let's look for dings. Let's look for spine roll. This is really nice corners. And we got all of my comics have spine roll. They all do because I didn't use boards in the first place. I'm okay with that. But like as magazines go, this is really tight. I mean, it's it's fresh. It feels clean. I don't know how else to put it. The pages are crisp. I think I've only read this once or twice. Therefore, and it's been in this bag the entire time. But I remember being excited around this time as well because Marv Wolfman was coming back to Nightwing, and with Dan Jurgens on art, with finishes by Norm Rapmund. This is some really good Bronze Age level fucking comic books, in my humble opinion. Marv Wolfman knows how to write Dick Grayson, and has, since New Teen Titans. Maybe even before that. Speaking of my own kind of thing. And look, hey, and here we go. We've got a Rocket Man, and hilarity, calamity ensues, and adventure, and who's under the helmet here, and yeah, and Jonah Hex. I love Jonah Hex. That's which Batgirl was that? That Batgirl's come and gone, right? Who is that? Do they have a bird name? Is that one of the Birds of Prey? I can't, Let's see. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Misfit. That's Misfit. She was one of the Batgirls. What happened to Misfit? This is Nightwing 125, December of 2006. Yeah, I remember this. A good cover, you know what I mean? And there's Dick gonna get buried alive. And then Ethan Van Sciver cover. I'll take a picture of this. Send it to him. Good morning, Ethan. What I found. Nice. I have friends in low places. Ethan's awesome. I don't care. If you don't like him, don't watch him. Don't read him. Oops. Yeah, these are getting away from me, huh? Oh, look at... Many years later, now legalized and taxed. Mm-hmm. Who's holding the microphone? Exactly. That's right. Are you holding... No, we have a boom arm for that. And a boom arm... A micro... we had to talk to him. He was sleeping on the job, I guess. That's okay. He just hangs around. He's a good guy. It's a stuffed animal. I know. Shut up. Let's see. Yeah, so I tried to hang in with Nightwing for a little while. And there's the Wolfman stuff. That was about it. Yeah, until so it goes. Do they need boards? Should I waste boards on those? Should I just like bundle up all the? I'm gonna bundle those up. I'm not gonna waste the resources. Why waste the resources? Be conservative. Be liberal with some things and be conservative with other things. Let's see. I'm a sucker for an issue 0. Look at this. Michael Turner art. The Brad Meltzer year. Or the run. Of course, we got ding. Hello, we got spine roller hoo-ha. Spine roller go-go. Spine roller holic. There we go. Yeah, you're cracking me up, kid. We got a little bit of bend, but it's pretty fresh. It's pretty clean. It's like the good corners, the pages, they're crisp. This is great because this is some really fun comic book, and it's an issue 0. What is an issue 0? Well, it's an introductory issue. It's a publishing gimmick. It's trying to get your attention. It wants to get your money and in your hands. This was a $2.99 issue. Let's look at the Indicia Colophone. And this was look at that, like Flash number 2. And that's the wall. That is the Bart Allen Flash. When he comes back, this is right after Infinite Crisis. So this is reassembling the League after Infinite Crisis. Rush City. Whoa, hey. Titles come and titles go. People take chances on new materials, and sometimes they stick. Mostly they kind of don't. People just go with what they know. Justice League of America 0, September of 2006. Yeah, so this has got Ed Bennett's art. And actually, this has got a lot of different artists. So this is supposed to whet your appetite to get you interested into buying Justice League of America. Now, this was a triptych cover with if you got the other number 1, you got the other side of this. A lot of who's going to be in the Justice League. This beautiful Michael Turner art. Gone too soon. But this was a talent. Brad Meltzer had just written Identity Crisis, and he was like, he's come and gone, but he wrote decent comic books. They weren't. I don't think they were great, but they were okay. And he was a hot writer at the time. He was the hot hand. But look at this Michael Turner art. So yeah, Red Tornado is going to be a big part of the new Justice League. Instead of Arsenal graduates, he replaces his mentor, and he becomes Red Arrow for the first time. He's no longer Speedy. It's Roy Harper. He's no longer Speedy. He's no longer Arsenal. He is the Red Arrow of the Justice League of America. And he has a fling with Hawkgirl too, which is great. This is where they start going there's a new Hawkgirl and Kendra Saunders, and this is where it starts. She starts having this It's in a divergence with her Hawkman. She's destined to be with Hawkman, or is she? Does she have agency? Does she make her own decisions? Here we go. We got Solomon Grundy, Born on a Monday. More of this looks like a Joe Fixit kind of Hulk in a way too. We got an Amazo cover. These are great covers. So I was buying this one for a little while. This was a good comic book. Yeah, Ed Bennis. This is really good. I want to look at some Ed Bennis art. This is look at this. I haven't touched this. We handled this in years. It's a little bit of a ding, of course. Ding. April 2007. 13 years ago? No, 10. 16. now legalized and taxed. Who's holding the microphone? Ed Bennis is great art. I mean, just he draws superheroes. Oh, now I remember these ads. Okay, look, this is Phil Jimenez. These are like kind of based upon Sopranos in a way. Like whose feet are touching the ground are gonna die or something. There's always some kind of like. There's also some kind of mystery going on here. Like there are puzzle pieces everywhere you look. Like, you know, why is there a different Superman? Which, you know, Batman is that? Who is Red Robin? You know. So begins the end. Yeah. Huh? It's a great cover. Because it's retro and it's nostalgia. Now we're kind of jaded in a way. We would call these member berries. We would. I mean, that's a member berry cover, huh? Remember this? Remember that? Yeah, that's member berries. And yeah, just pretty cool. The red arrow. And this is just, you know, there's his uncle and his aunt. They watched him grow, and now he's a grown up, and they've trained him all of his life, you know, and they've been part of his life and watch him grow up from being a Teen Titan to a teammate. This has all the feels, and these are the melodramatic moments too in superhero stories. They've always been a part of it. It was always the whole thing of the pictures on the table and the Trinity being, who will we select next? Who is the next member of the Justice League of America? Will it be Hawkgirl, Animal Man, you know, Supergirl? You know, once Hawkgirl starts her fling with Red Arrow, how does this fare for Hawkman? You know, stuff like that. Melodrama. It's always been a part of it. I think probably the most modern criticism you could have is kind of like, but are they entertaining stories? Are we like, you know, where's the, you know, oh, wow, this is really good. Look at that. Michael Turner art. Two beautiful women. Gene Ha drew this. Did all the art too, I believe. This looks like it looks like it's watercolors or. Yeah, it's just a survival tale. Like this is like a single issue, of just, and it's very dark. It's because it's Red Arrow and Vixen, and they're buried alive, and they get to escape though. But so it's about survival, and it's about, you know. Oh, that countdown begins. Yep, to the final crisis, where everything leads. All roads lead to the next event. And that was Dan DiDio as well. Yeah, we got a little bit of corner in there, of course. You've got some corner. There's a little bit of rubbed corner. Hello. Oh, screw it. This has a countdown number of 41. So this is. And then 1 month later, we have some Alex Ross covers. Yeah. I'll read Justice League up until issue 20. Oh, some more. Oh, look at this. It's McDuffie and Van Sciver. Good stuff. Oh. Some more Ethan, too. Show this to him. Aw, Dwayne McDuffie. He was really good. So he took over. McDuffie takes over from Brad Meltzer at issue number 13 and starts in Injustice League. And this is great because this one mirrors issue 1 thematically, you know, like in composition. I love that. I love that. It's like, so being a comic book fan is really rewarding if, like, you care about such stuff. Oh, cool. Oh my goodness. Time. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We hope that you've had a great day talking about comic books with us. And thank you so much for tuning in. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Please like and subscribe. Welcome to the Comics Coffee Table. We just hang out for a couple of minutes talking about comic books every day. 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern daily. Check us out. Thank you so very much. We'll see you later. We'll see you tomorrow in those funny pages. Ciao. Bye-bye.